Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing? I'm back with another video, and this video is a continuation off the last one, which you guys killed it. I appreciate all the views on it. I really hope you guys learned from it. But this is the computer science student slash home coding desk setup. So this is just what I use when I'm coding, my whole desk setup, the way I organize all my school stuff, that kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys later. Okay guys, so to start this video, we're going to talk about the desk. And all the parts for this desk came from IKEA because IKEA is the best place to buy stuff when you are broke. I love it. It's clean, minimalistic. It is by far the best desk setup I've built. So to start, the tabletop on the bottom right here is the Linneman tabletop white 47H wide desk. And then it has 4 of the adios, is how I think they say it, legs. The tabletop is 23 bucks and the legs are $4 a piece, so $16 in total for the legs. And then you can see the risers that my monitor and my speakers sit on. That is the Alex add-on unit, 50 bucks. Gives you that little open slot in the middle, as well as 2 drawers on either, or 1 drawer on either side. The left side holds all my school paperwork, and the right side's for all my personal stuff, like work related, credit card related, that kind of stuff. Gotta start keeping my paperwork organized at a young age so that whenever I move out, it's already partially organized, ready to go. And then inside the desk, in that middle section, I actually keep my laptop there. This setup used to be based off my laptop as the main power source until I built my PC that you guys saw in the last video. But let's move in and we'll talk about all the individual pieces. Okay guys, now we're looking at the main section of my desk that I'm working on, where my keyboard, my mouse is. So the keyboard is an E-Element, I think it's like a Z88 RGB keyboard, black with fake cherry red switches, so they're a lot clickier than some of the other keyboards on the market, but it was a fairly cheap keyboard to get off of Amazon, and I really like it. And it does all the different color functions that I would need it to, such as the RGB rainbow. You've got just static colors, breathing. For gaming mode, just the buttons you would normally use in gaming. There's your breathing. Click it, the letters light up. Say a little zigzag pattern. But typically I'll either leave it on the spectrum wave, or I will leave it on just a teal color. Then my mouse is a Logitech G703. Yep, Logitech G703 mouse. Really nice mouse for the price. I actually used it for gaming, but then my friends cursed me by saying wireless mice lag, and after they said that, had problems with it on my gaming computer. Moved it over here. Haven't had a problem since. And that sits on some random mouse pad that I got off of Amazon. But there is one sweet thing about this mouse pad that I really want to show you guys. Okay guys, got you closer in on the mouse pad. I don't know if you can see that cord running to the side. This is not an RGB mouse pad, but lock screen, black. It's a wireless charger, which is such a nice feature. To just have my phone sitting there on my desk. I mean, I would have my phone sitting on my desk anyway, so having that there, just constantly being able to be charged without me even second guessing it or thinking about it, is really, really nice. I have a little short micro USB cord that runs straight down to my PC under the desk to give it the power. And then if my mice was to die or get close to death, I can just unplug it from here and plug it into my mouse, which is such a nice feature to have. And honestly, this was one of the most underrated purchases of this desk setup. And like I said, you can see my laptop in the corner, which was the primary source of power. I don't know if you could see this USB hub. That's for when I used to use that. I would have my mouse hooked in here, my webcam, my microphone, and a adapter, a USB to HDMI adapter to power my second monitor. So that's really all that's there on my desk setup for the top of the desk. Let's go into the speakers now. Okay guys, got them both in frame, but my speakers that I use are the Logitech Z200 speakers. And honestly, these are the same speakers I use for my gaming computer. Got two sets of them, one for this school setup, one for my gaming, and I love these speakers. Building this desk setup was almost an impulse thing that I did about a year ago. And I was like, I really like the quality of those speakers when I was using them for gaming. And I wanted something a little bit on the lower price end, because at night I'm going to use headphones anyway, so I don't need the most expensive speakers on the world. So these have been a great buy. If you're building a gaming setup, any desk setup where you want some big speakers but you're on a budget, try these things out. You can find them at Best Buy. That's where I bought them. And ladies and gentlemen, they are so nice. It's ridiculous how nice they are. Great bass, great sound quality for the budget. And then while we're at it, I also have two Acer 24-inch monitors. They're not big, but they get the job done. They're on a dual monitor arm, so I can bring them, move them around. You can kind of see them out in the back. And honestly, I got these from a pawn shop many years ago, so I don't remember the exact model name or anything really about them other than their Acer 24-inch monitor. Like, they don't even have HDMI ports on the back. They were all VGA, which I had to buy adapters for. So, and then you can see my webcam on top. It's a Logitech C270. Let me double check. Okay guys, so this is the Logitech C310 USB webcam. And the reason I use this one is because when I was building my gaming setup, I really needed a budget USB webcam. The 720p, I think 60 frames a second. If not, it's 30 frames. Either way, I've had no problems with this webcam over the years. I think I've paid like 30 bucks for it. And then with classes going online, I moved it over here. I'll move it back and forth, but I have it over here predominantly because I do more online classes than I do streaming. So it's a really nice webcam for the budget, especially if you're just trying to get by doing Zoom calls, Blackboard collab, Microsoft Teams, whatever kind of meeting you're doing. This works really well, and honestly, it's built-in microphone. It's not that bad either. But that's really all I've got for peripherals. Besides, the last thing I want to mention. Okay, so the last thing I want to mention, and you can see my Xbox, it's on a different desk. Basically, I use the Blue Yeti Nano USB mic because I don't want to buy a Snowball. I think they're ugly in the price. They're just not that great for the price. I mean, if you're starting and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, they're not bad, but I think this is about like a $20 upgrade. And honestly, it's the exact same thing as the Big Yeti, the Blue Yeti, except Nano, mainly made for podcasts. It came with a like 3-inch tripod, but I have my boom arm that I use when I stream. It's the same mic, exact same mic for stream. I didn't want to buy a second one, and since it sits right here, it's actually perfect position for me to use it on my school computer. And that's what this long cord is that you can see hanging down to run behind my desk and plugs into the back, just so that I don't have to constantly unplug it from one computer, plug it into another. I just keep two different USB, micro USB plugs on each desk, and then I can just swing it around to the other side when I'm changing what I'm doing, which I'm going to do that now. tuck my cord in there, doesn't fall out, and I'm already ready to use it for the next gaming session. Now guys, this is a desk setup, so I'm gonna have to show you my ugly cable management, but the main reason I want to show you this is being a gamer, having all the RGB stuff, I had to continue that trend under the desk. So these are actually the Philips Hue RGB light strips, and I've had these for a while now, just behind my bed. But when I built this setup, I was like, you know what, these are really nice light strips that I didn't want to go to waste, and I really want them under my school desk, just like I have them under my gaming desk. So those are like cheap Amazon ones. These are really expensive. I would not recommend buying these ones unless you have a bunch of other Philips Hue products, which all of my lights in my house are pretty much Philips Hue at this point. So that's the only reason I have these, is they still work with my bridge, they still work with the Amazon Echo devices. Don't want to set it off. So yeah, works well with that, and I can customize the color to match what's going inside my PC, which if you haven't seen this video, please go watch it. It's a really nice informational video. So it's got a Wii Fit board to set my feet on. There's no real purpose other than just a nice little footrest. And if you guys haven't learned my theme by now, it's always this blue teal color. So I have a little blue trash can. I mean, I am a student writing papers, drinking pop, water bottles. Nice little trash can to throw it away. And to finish up the floor, got a nice little mouse, or what are these, like plastic floor mats, so that my chair will roll over smooth. Since, as you can see, I've got carpet around me. So I mean, it's a nice little cheap investment. I think I spent like 30 bucks on this, and there's really nothing more I can say about it. And while we're on the subject of chairs, it's time to go over my my cockpit for the entire duration that I'm on my computer, which is the DX Racer Formula chair in black and white. And honestly, people could say what they want about DX Racers or gaming chairs. This thing is so freaking comfortable. In my school setup, I don't run the back protector or like the little bottom cushion. I just don't feel the need to, but I do run the head pillow. But this thing is so nice, and there's actually a little funny story with this. I actually got that one and this one for free. My dad used to work security at some MLG Columbus events, which they weren't like public where a bunch of people could come in, but it was in a big enough venue to like where probably 300 people could, I'd say nah, probably about 100 people could be there. And that building, once Call of Duty switched from MOG to doing their Call of Duty World League, where they franchise and all that stuff, they were about to throw these away. So I got these two like $250 gaming chairs for free, a bunch of suitcases, and it was a really cool experience to be able to go see the pro players and to actually get chairs that I've wanted for such a long time for free. So that's the chair I rock. It's so comfortable, and I mean, it's worth the money, but I mean, I never paid for it. So other than that, there's really only one other thing I want to show you guys. Okay guys, I know what you're thinking. His desk setup's right here. Why is he showing us this gray shelving unit? And the reason is, this is a little bit of a continuation. I keep some school stuff on here and some things that are very personal to me, and I just want to go over it a little bit with you. This will also give you guys a little bit more insight on my personal life. Okay guys, so I'll make this section really quick. Down here in the bottom, laying against it, I keep my backpacks. This is my coach backpack I wear for school. You've seen it in vlogs where I was at school. This is my Sidemen backpack, pink and blue, matches my theme, and I mainly got this for like vlogging with. It's a really small backpack, carries everything I need. And then underneath, you can kind of see that where I keep some extra binders, especially since right now, again, it's all online stuff, so don't really need them. Keep them under there. Then I got my printer And then one of the textbooks I'm using this summer semester, some extra notebooks, some printer ink. This shelf really don't mean nothing. It's more just extra computer accessories, my dock for my Xbox One controllers, and then my Beats headphones. They're the Studio 3 wireless, which is what I use when I'm not using my speakers. Up here, I've got all my different flavors of game fuel that I've tried, which has pretty much been all of them except for I think the sugar-free ones. And these 4 flavors, I got so many of those for free from the MLG events. And then when they came out with the orange one, I was like, gotta try it. And honestly, I just really like the look of the cans, which is why I have them displayed. Over here, I'm not a student if I don't got pens, pencils, highlighters, Sharpies, USB flash drives. So all those just sit here. And then I actually have, if I can get it to focus, I actually got an oil diffuser that I keep just in case the room starts to stink, been in here for too long, or if it's aromatherapy. Each scent's supposed to do something different. Right now I have eucalyptus in here, so, and it's RGB as well, so I tried to keep it on the blue, again keeping with my theme. And then this is the last shelf that really matters, just things that are very personal to me. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh. These are mainly the GX, so Elemental Heroes, all the different Roids, so Jetroid, Truckroid, again Elemental Heroes. Some of my motorcycle comm units I've owned, say pass for doing test rides with Honda. The last cruise I went on, got some stuff from there, including some poker chips, my Xbox headset box, and then these 2 things. These 2 things are my Delta Todd Delta pens. This one I think is when I first joined, and then this one is when we chartered or chaptered. And these are like the last 2 things I have from my first school I went to, when I first joined my fraternity, when I first met some of my best friends for life. And I like to keep these here, just so I will always know that there are going to be people, no matter where I'm at, how far away I am from them, they will always be my brothers, and that no matter what I need, they'll always be there for me. And then that's really about it. Just got some tickets from different events I've went to, a Xavier basketball game I got into, 2 different Cincinnati Bengals games. You got Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Columbus Crew ticket. MLG Gears of War. It was a charity event. See, Gears of War Columbus. Supposed to say 2018. Got into there for free. And then my Call of Duty World League MLG studio guests. So that's really all I've got for you guys. This is my computer science student / coding setup desk video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this shows you and gives you ideas of ways you want to set up your desk, whether it's a gaming desk or just your school desk. And honestly, it took me a long time to think of the right ways to try to introduce this desk to you guys. Trying to think of words and I still mumble. But either way, hope this guy, like I said, gives you guys ideas on how you want to set up your desk in the future, as well as you've learned a little bit about my personal life from it and the way I like my things set up. But I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button and also leave a like. It just makes my self-confidence go up. If you want to follow me on my second channel to see gaming videos and a little bit more off content that you're not going to see on this channel, feel free to follow me on my second channel right up here. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, be a part of my close friend group, you can follow me up here. Or if you want to follow me on any other socials, if you want to see my photography, right down here. Or if you just want to see any random things I tweet, right down here in this corner. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.